You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa. Reports say investigators think the gunman in the UnitedHealthcare CEO's killing has left Manhattan, and that's according to CNN. Now, investigators say they're looking into a potential DNA evidence and surveillance video. Brian Thompson was shot and killed on Wednesday outside of a Hilton hotel in Manhattan. Reports say the suspect may have come to New York from Atlanta on a bus days before the shooting. And the top charge of manslaughter has been dismissed in Daniel Petty's subway chokehold trial. This comes after jurors say they were deadlocked. The jury will now consider the criminally negligent homicide charge. Prosecutors say the Long Island native put Jordan Neely in the deadly chokehold. Now, Penny, a retired Marine, said it happened after Neely started yelling at passengers in a New York City subway car last year. Deliberations will resume on Monday. And members of a Massapequa community said their final goodbyes to the 17-year-old hockey player who died after collapsing at a charity game. Connor Kayson's teammates showed up to the Seaford Church dressed in their jerseys.
Very friendly. He taught everyone a lot of things, how to be kind, how to be a good person.
Connor was an amazing child, and this is something that we'll never forget. Mary doesn't have to worry because Connor will never be forgotten.
Now, officials say the teen had a, quote, sudden medical event at the town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center in Bethpage on Saturday.
He was a son, a brother, and a part of our extended hockey family. Our hearts are with the Connors family, his parents.
The New York Islanders paid tribute to the 17-year-old on Thursday night with a moment of silence. And a Hall of Fame college basketball coach is being remembered tonight by those who worked with him and those who played for him at St. John's. Carissa Kelman was at his funeral.
There's been no more influential person in my life as a basketball player, as a student athlete.
An influence spanning more than 50 years, 24 seasons, 526 wins. Legendary St. John's basketball coach Lou Carnesecca, who died at the age of 99, lives on through the stories of his former players.
Any room or gym he walked into, any sideline he captained, was the bright lights, and you could tell he had something special about him.
At his age, he was still calling me once in a while, and I was like, Luke Carnesecca calling me. That was the type of human being that he was.
Carnesecca is remembered by many as a guiding presence, more as a guardian than just a coach.
That made the difference. When you got a father figure, because I didn't have a father growing up, so Luke stepped in and became like a father figure to me.
Oh, he's more like a father figure to a lot of us around here.
My favorite thing, he had a great sense of humor. He always made me laugh. I saw him a month ago. He was like if he saw me today, he would be cracking on my sneakers.
20 years ago, this became Carnesecca Arena, and the coach's legacy will continue to live here on the court forever.
Just that young kid playing on the concretes around New York City and being inspired to come to St. John's. And for me, Luke Carnesecca, he symbolizes New York City.
He's always been much more than a coach to me. He's been a father figure, a mentor, a life coach.
From Jamaica, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
Now you can read more about this story. Go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. A Newsday investigation finds Nassau and Suffolk counties have spent a fraction of the millions of dollars in money meant for drug abuse prevention and treatment. Sherry Einhorn breaks down the numbers.
This is my new mission in life. I really feel my son guiding me with this.
Carol Trater lost her son Alex to a heroin fentanyl overdose in 2018. He was 30. She now advocates for money and services to help those struggling with addiction.
It shouldn't just be going to the already established organizations. Let's open it up and think of alternative ideas.
Nassau and Suffolk got millions of dollars in the opioid lawsuit settlement against drug makers accused of contributing to the epidemic. The money is supposed to be spent on prevention, treatment, or education. Although records show that both counties have allocated a lot of the money to multiple agencies, out of the more than $213 million received, the counties have only dispersed $8.1 million. That's about 3.8% of the total.
Critics say keeping that settlement money stashed away in a bank account somewhere isn't what's supposed to be happening.
This is money that's supposed to be saving people's lives.
NASA Minority Leader Delia DeRigi-Witten says she doesn't understand why the county isn't moving the money out faster.
You can say that you promised it to these groups, but a promise means absolutely nothing to these families and to these people that need help.
We reached out to County Exec Bruce Blakeman, but didn't hear back. In Suffolk, County Comptroller John Kennedy says his office is currently doing an audit of the opioid settlement money.
I think all levels of government have a real concern that ultimately these funds are being used for what the settlement purpose was.
Meanwhile, there were 463 fatal overdoses in Suffolk last year and 210 in Nassau. Those are both down from the year before.
There are no regulations whatsoever on how fast the county must spend this money, or even that the county must spend the money at all.
Moms like Carol say spending more of the island settlement money could literally save lives.
How many people could be helped with that?
For Newsday TV, I'm Shari Einhorn.
Now, to read more about this story, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A Tex-Mex restaurant is closing after nearly 50 years. New Moon Cafe in East Quogue is closing its doors. The owners say it's because of finances and their health. The restaurant is hosting a going-away party this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. And the New York Rangers have traded their captain. Jacob Trouba will be heading to the Anaheim Ducks. The defenseman has been captain for the last 3 seasons. The team's general manager says, in part, he has demonstrated grit, toughness, and tremendous leadership, and we can't thank Jacob enough for everything he has done for the Rangers. Newsday released our list of the top 100 girls basketball players, and Jolie Katzen has more.
I stand on the sideline sometimes and I pinch myself how lucky I am to watch some of the things she does. She's special.
Over the last 3 years, the North Babylon girls basketball program has done a complete 180, and senior Jasmine McKay has played a big role. When she joined her freshman season, the Bulldogs won just 3 games. Last year, they made it to playoffs.
When I came here for the varsity job, I knew it was a program that was very good in the past. And when I got here, it was a little down. It's really her bringing us together and making us a contender for the league championship.
McKay finished last season as one of the top scorers on Long Island, averaging 29 points and 5 steals per game.
Go in that game with confidence, go in a game like nobody can guard you. I feel like that's why all my shots go.
It's just the knowledge of the game. She's not intimidated, and she's just very strong with the ball.
And her final season as a Bulldog won't be any different. McKay has already scored 45 points after just 2 games, but her main goal this season is to help lead her team to a league championship.
Every season I've seen growth. So this season I feel like we have the talent and the motivation to get to where we want to be and have that banner hanging up at the end of the season.
As the only senior on a team full of underclassmen, McKay makes leadership a priority.
Taking that leadership of being like the role model of the team, just picking them up, telling them that go 100 every single time. Don't let anyone tell you that it's a bad shot. Play your game.
McKay will continue her basketball career at the University of New Haven, but she's already looking forward to supporting her teammates when she's gone.
It's a relationship that I developed with the team. Like, we're like sisters.
Jolie Katzen, Newsday TV.
Now to check out the list for yourself, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
FeedMe is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
All right, why not check out a rare spot to try coffee brewed the traditional way? Erica Marcus has today's FeedMe TV.
Where does coffee come from? Colombia? Italy? Seattle? Nope. Coffee was first cultivated and brewed in Yemen. Right now, the State Department suggests that you not visit Yemen, but you can still explore its coffee culture at Kawa House in Westbury. The first Long Island branch of a Michigan-based chain, Kawa uses only Yemeni beans and roasts them daily. Kawa serves drip coffee. They'll pull you an espresso using a fancy Italian machine. But why not have coffee the Yemeni way?
So, Marwan, I want you to make me the most traditional Yemeni coffee.
You got it, Erica. So, I'm gonna make you guys the sanani.
Okay.
It's a medium roast with cardamom.
And
Yes.
you're starting with cold water.
Yes. The sanani, we heat it up on very low temperature, so it can come out foamy at the end. So you have to mix it in real nice before you start warming it up.
Oh, so every one of these coffees has to be made by hand.
Yes. Everything we do is the old-fashioned way.
So one whole wall here at Kawa House is devoted to explaining the dissemination of coffee all over the world.
The beans departed from the Yemeni port of Mocha.
Mocha. Coffee.
And starting in the 16th century, coffee was brewed in the Ottoman Empire and all over Europe.
And the European powers also take the coffee bean and they bring it to their colonies that are in the tropics.
When the Dutch brought coffee to their colony, Indonesia, they planted it on the island of Java. Java! But you didn't come here for a history lesson. You came to drink coffee.
It's so smooth.
You want a little something sweet to go with your coffee?
That looks fantastic. Please sit down and
no problem.
tell us what we
So
are eating.
So these two are the traditional Yemeni pastries that we sell. This one is called sabaya. It's layers of buttery bread. This one is really popular. This one is it's called the honeycomb bread, or in Arabic the khaniyat al-nahl.
Yemeni honeycomb bread stuffed with cheese may be the most delicious pastry you've never heard of. They heat it up and drizzle it with honey. Oh man, it is just heavenly.
This is one of the great foods of the world.
This is Erica Marcus for NewsdayTV.
And it sure looks good. Now, for more on this and other coffee hotspots, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, well, the Newsday TV video box. All right, now let's take a look at your chilly but dry Long Island weather. The weekend is going to be a nice one. As for tonight, we are into the mid-20s. It is going to be chilly. Tomorrow, we have mostly sunny skies. The temps aren't the warmest, but they're near 40, and the sun will be poking out. As for the 7-day forecast, you can see, like I said, we are dry throughout the weekend, but Monday and Wednesday next week, looks like the rain might be moving in.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend.